haven't announced yet, but give me just 1 second. You've heard all the people from the federal level tell you what they need to do. You've heard all the people from the state level telling you all the great stuff they're doing. But I'm here to tell you what we really need. What we really need is we need a state government that knows that we're in Topeka, not a branch office of Washington, D.C. State government that understands that we got something very important from our parents and grandparents that we need to pass on to our children and our grandchildren. A free state. A free state that saved the Union, a free state that protects the rights of all of its residents, and a free state that understands that it's its responsibility, the state's responsibility, to reestablish the limits on federal power. When that power has gone beyond those limits, is unrestrained, and is now putting us into bankruptcy, inviting illegal aliens to invade us, trying to redefine our families, and going with an increasing number of decisions and diktats from the czars that are reducing our rights, the rights of our churches, while they give waivers to friends of corrupt. We can go to the Supreme Court, and I'm glad we do, and I'm glad we have a great Attorney General who's going to do that and fight hard for it. But the Supreme Court is part of the federal government. The federal government only has those powers enumerated by the Constitution, and when they exceed those powers, it is the duty, it is the obligation of the states to reestablish those limits, to keep that federal government within those bounds. Otherwise, we don't have limited government. We have unlimited government, and that is not what the American Republic is all about. Right. Because of your hard work leading up to the election of 2012, we have a governor who is repairing all the damage done by his predecessors. Because of you, we have a House of Representatives that is finally passing laws to protect our rights. And because this party recognizes the terrible danger that we now face, immediate danger that we now face, that I believe we are about to sweep out the old, corrupt, Sebelius remnants from the Kansas Senate. Kansas can lead this great nation back to freedom and back to sanity.
Yes.
This is a state that has always stood up for its rights and for the rights of others, even when it was unpopular, even when it was dangerous. It's not for nothing that they call it the bleeding of Kansas. We have had the courage, we have had the vision, we had that in our tradition. Republicans, we need to stand up for Kansas. We need to demand that the government of Kansas, the state of Kansas, stand up for its own powers and the powers of the people and replace those limits on the federal government. Because I'm going to tell you, if we don't, nobody will. This next election in November is the most important one that we've ever faced. Let's get it right. Thank you.